Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is another episode of Overtime with the Flight Room Podcast. Yeah, this is gonna be one of our episodes where we just winging it like we usually do.
Yeah.
It's us. It's me, Remy. Please, Mo, Lighthouse. It's the three-man weave on some conspiracy, some rabbit hole topics, and you know what I mean. Just stay with us. Stay with us. I don't know. I'm just gonna pull shit off like I don't know the major headlines and shit. Just you know sparks our interest right now.
Put out
I
the
don't know.
air.
Yeah. R. Kelly. R. Kelly was yesterday. R. Kelly found guilty on all counts in sex trafficking trial.
Hmm.
Do y'all
That's
feel okay? Do y'all
yeah. So
feel like
how many different trials he got running concurrent? You know, 'cause the joint I seen earlier today, he found guilty on some fraudulent shit. So now he found guilty on all
This
accounts
nigga was out
in
here
sex
straight.
trafficking trial.
this
What the fuck is
nigga's
going on?
the wildest nigga of all time? Anyway, but I feel like why do you know? What I mean, of course, this nigga should be punished to the full extent of the law, but why don't you hear about like all these political type uh dealings with similar subject matter that
Hmm.
I
What you mean, like politicians like that do similar
yeah,
shit? Like,
those
how come
lists
it's
come
not?
out all the time.
Yeah, like big. Yeah,
All the time. Those
I
lists come
mean,
out all
because
the time.
R. Kelly is more of a bigger, I guess. Even though politicians are supposed to like have more of an influence in our lives, but R. Kelly is like a musician, so it's like you listen to his music, you listen to him going to work, coming home, cleaning the
Mm-hmm.
house, or whatever the hell, whatever your situation is. So you actually have more a deeper connection. So it's like when people like these celebrities and they get caught up in shit, it's always a big ass deal because these are people they're
Yeah.
almost like family members almost, like damn kind of so
Mm.
And also, I don't think they got no power. Them politicians, they got power and money. The celebrities, they just got money.
yeah.
Some of them might put themselves in position with power, but most of them they just got money. So the money ain't gonna go so long.
It's gotta be power because they be the ones that be making the laws to where
Hmm.
they don't see the full extent of that shit. So
Exactly.
But why does it seem like all these people they seem to always like all the greats they either it seems like they seem to pass like in their 50s or like what I'm saying, like they never really seem to live long and
they don't get their flowers.
or they get some sort of like scandal. Michael Jackson had one. R. Kelly had a scandal. Who else? It was somebody else too. It was somebody else, man, that had a little like stain on their career.
James
Another
Brown.
art. Was it James Brown? Oh, Bill
No, I think he
Cosby.
just had
Bill
Oh
Cosby.
yeah.
Bill
Bill
Cosby.
Cosby. Yeah.
Yeah, Bill Cosby was the other one. So you see, you know what I'm saying? It's like all these greats, or the ones that if they live long enough, it's like some dirt comes out on them, you know, at some point, or they pass, off a drug overdose.
Mm.
It's
Hmm.
like it's almost like the same outcome for them all, or it's both. So it's like what the hell? So and it's just it's an interesting to see how these things kind of always play out. You know.
Hmm.
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 Hey, but even kind of even though it's not the same thing, but do you think like a guy like Hugh Hefner could exist in today's day and age?
Absolutely.
Uh,
Absolutely.
No, but how his whole lifestyle was, and you know what I'm saying?
nah, because I've read a bunch of stories where that whole setup was like a pretty much a honeypot. You know what that term means? Like they bring people there. They
A harem, right? Ain't that what they call it?
yeah
Hmm.
they you're a young up and coming actor or you're a young starlet, and they pin you against this person and then see what you do in these certain situations. So I think he was like at a certain point, like he built it up, and then um the powers that be kind of like took over and say, we're going to use this, this facility for certain situations. So I don't think, I mean, him as a celebrity, was cool, but what actually went down in those places would eventually got out.
So
So
give me an example. What was going down in that joint? Give me an example.
like, just like stuff like today, like how, look, I'm about to show you this, how many, and this was like what, 2 years ago, like how many politicians was just getting convicted over and over and over again. I'll play this shit.
So you mean to say like it was folks going in there and like I
Just doing
guess
dirty shit, and then
doing yeah.
once they got you doing that shit, they use it against you as like leverage.
Yep. Then
Got
that's
you,
the whole
got you,
point.
got you.
I'm trying to play this shit. Oh, I can't play it.
Like they say with the JFK and Monroe joint.
But it just make it seem like this whole system is like is that what this is? It's like it's a crazy coincidence that these are all
Yeah,
like politicians, you
yeah.
know, and they are doing the same shit. So it's like, is this a ring? Is this something they're doing right in our faces, right under our nose? Like, what the fuck is going on?
And
Yeah.
that's how they always like, what I mean, this certain law is up for, discussion. So they want everybody on the same page. But if that's if that's on your docket, you know what I'm saying? How do we get you to turn? They get you to come to these parties. You do something
Uh-huh.
wild. They get you on camera. They get you doing
Slip some in
something.
your drink.
Yeah, they compromise you and stuff like that. This is an old game,
Well,
and
you
they
said it.
saying prostitution
Leverage.
is the oldest profession, and how they think they get you with doing these said things. Damn, how do I play this shit?
Leverage. Leverage get you power.
Yep, and that's how
That
they get
makes
them.
sense.
I mean, that's part of what all these rituals are pretty much about. You know.
Hmm.
To get niggas.
Yep.
To get the vulnerable, and there's a
Get the
lot of
yep.
vulnerable motherfuckers.
Yeah. Especially the ones that think they're gonna come in here and make a change, make some changes.
Honey pots.
That makes sense. You an up and coming politician, trying to make a name for yourself. Think you gonna do good for the community, but we gonna
I
get
don't think you get to a certain level without doing stuff like that.
you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then when you start
Or
doing
you
stuff
only
like
give
that,
us
you already in the
certain.
bag.
I think even like news reporters are like even tied into the shit too. You know.
Probably. Yeah, they probably gotta prick their finger too.
Shit. What's the dude whose brother is the guy the news guy for ABC, and then his brother is like the
Gumble.
COVID
Kumo.
Cuomo. Yeah, like
Oh,
I'm just saying. Think about
yeah.
it. There's probably no coincidence there. They probably, you know, they probably come from like a well, respected, well known, established family. I'm
Hmm.
sure niggas who didn't. So
Do he be talking about his brother? I swear every time I turn it on, it ain't he don't really have nothing to say too much about his brother
yeah,
or whatever.
Look at all these
But
motherfuckers that got charged. Democrat, Democrat, Democrat. Virginia, Texas, Massachusetts, the mayor, Clayton, New York, Hubbard, Ohio, Winston, Oregon, Randolph, Nebraska, Dawson, Georgia, Stockton, California, Millbrook, New York. Why is it so prevalent?
they're all the same shit. Child, all dealing with children.
is that the Pizza Gate?
No, these are
16-year-old
actual
girl,
documents.
child pornography.
10-year-old girl, 11-year-old.
8, yeah, yep. 9 and 17.
His ripping
And
his
it's
daughter
8
both.
and
from the
10
age
year
of
old.
It's
9 to
both. The
17.
people think that's like Democrat and Republican are different. These are both sides of the spectrum.
Hmm.
A notable racist had sex with a 15-year-old black girl, which produced a child.
A
Mm,
Republican congressman, anti-gay activist, had sex with a 16-year-old boy and picked up at a gay bar. Same
mm.
thing with Kevin Spacey. This shit
Yeah,
keep
it's
going.
something. It's something. It's something. It's either they it's a lot of sick motherfuckers in power. Well, they got to be
Or they
sick either
only
way. But
fucking hire sick people.
yeah,
But you know what that shit really means, right?
hmm.
That means that there's a whole bunch of demonic motherfuckers running.
Right. So why do you think they're like in your best interest? Like
Hmm.
you still think these people, that's pushing certain narratives on you right now
Bruh,
have your best interest?
that's scary as shit. Like if you think about it, like so you mean to tell me to be a politician you gotta be a child trafficker? Like what the fuck? I was like, is
Yeah,
that what these niggas really be on?
yeah.
Mm.
They out here. They definitely out here. Shit. That's why we need some more context on that Epstein dog.
Hey,
It had to have been a whole lot of motherfuckers that's about to come down on that joint.
did you see Bill Gates when he was like somebody was asking about the whole Epstein shit and then he was like, "Well, that's what happens. Like, you know what I mean? You can't say stuff, you end up dead." He pretty much said like that.
Hmm. Yep.
Like point blank
I
period. Yeah.
can't believe Bill Gates kept it real.
Maybe he's
Yeah.
scared because he know he a pawn too.
Mm-hmm.
But they probably the funny thing is we be talking all this shit, but you don't know like people in those positions they probably know what it is. Them celebrities they probably know what it is. We be
Hmm.
like, why people
You
ain't
gotta
saying nothing?
stand
Because
back.
they know what time it is.
Yeah.
You
They
better
got
get
this.
there.
They got to see it.
You better get down and lay down. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
they be knowing what time it is too.
Yeah.
Stand back.
And then they already got these riches and all this other shit. So it's like, you think I'm gonna give up this lifestyle now?
Yeah. They're gonna hit him in the pocketbook.
Yeah.
They're gonna hit him in the pocketbook.
Or they might get sacrificed.
That too. I ain't gonna get him.
There hasn't been that too like that many lately. The whole sacrifices and shit.
We ain't heard nothing lately.
No.
Nothing lately. So what's up with this? What's the dude who was on the wire that died of fentanyl? Fentanyl?
Michael K. Williams. You think so?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't like being like I said, I don't like being insensitive.
Insensitive. Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to shit like that.
Yeah. I just don't. I don't see him. I don't, I can. I guess. I guess it can happen to anybody. I just would never. Thought shit. They said the DMX died of an overdose.
I know he had an addiction like that.
Who? DMX?
DMX,
Nah, Michael K. Williams.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't
That's
know
what
it
I'm saying. I
either.
didn't
I
know.
didn't know
Yeah.
either.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I thought he was Gucci out this joint.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. I
And the
had no
whole
idea.
I don't know. He was
And they say
always
you don't need a lot of fentanyl. It's just a little bit.
yeah, that's
So,
dangerous, bro. That whole fentanyl shit is dangerous, and then the whole I don't know
what
how
is it? What,
China
what is it actually used for?
is for pain, but
Like
like, why do you
medically?
need
Oh,
that much in your
painkiller.
system?
Okay. Yeah, nah.
Like a pinch of that shit kills you,
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
and a lot of people cut that shit with cocaine. So
What? So
and
they
it's
so they
100%
sniffing that
synthetic.
joint.
The whole moving to Afghanistan is kind of fishy with the whole yeah. It's very fishy, bro.
Hmm.
Fentanyl flow. We all gonna be dumbed down. These fucking drugs. Non-plant life.
Just do the weeds. Stay off the weeds.
What else we got? Okay, I got the Bill Gates shit.
What was it?
Bill Gates gave a really weird interview today where he was asked about his ties to Jeffrey Epstein. I'll let him dig down from here.
Is there a lesson for you, for anyone else looking at this?
Well, he's dead. So, in general, you always have to be careful.
What?
Well, he's dead. So he always gotta be careful. What?
Yeah.
So that's like the other. What was it? What was the dude that died recently? And the Bama who was held up in like South America or something at one point, and then went to Italy or something. I forgot. Like a couple months ago.
McAfee.
Yeah, McAfee.
You basically said the nigga just like you gotta watch what you say.
Yeah. Oh, we gonna get you. Cause you got money, but we got a whole team of people with money, so we're gonna get you.
So
Simple as
do,
that.
do you think like you can obtain a certain amount of money and then people kind of like muscle you to like fall in line with this whole world agenda?
Absolutely.
That's what like basically he kind of like alluded to.
Absolutely.
Do you think like it's even like you know how they talk about the concept of selling your soul? Like, do you think even signing deals, like let's say I have to sign a deal with Pepsi, now I have to act a certain way. Now certain things I can't say because I have a Pepsi deal. You know what I'm saying? So like even that right there alone, like is that a form of selling your soul? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like now because I got a McDonald's deal, a Pepsi deal, and a fucking I don't know, fucking whatever, Reebok or some shit. Like now it's like now I have to be quiet. Now I can't speak out against this because now they're gonna take my bread. So is that a form of selling your soul? Like is it just even the concept of taking the deal? Like isn't that a form of selling your soul?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Isn't that what taking the deal is kind of?
I say yes and no because some people are, some people are willing
Do you gotta use the
participants.
Pepsi?
You know what I'm saying?
You
Right.
gotta consume the Pepsi.
You got it. But not some people are willing participants, and then there's some people it's like,
all right, put it like this.
This ain't what I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to live out here. I'm not trying to get sniped. Because it's like even with like Bill Gates, what he just said. But and you can be one of the richest men in the world, but you still not gonna come and step on like the queen's toes or nothing like that. Like they done had their shit for centuries or whatever. They bloodline is straight, so they got shit locked. They got shit locked around. You know what I'm saying? So you can be the richest man in the world right now, but we got shit. We been had shit locked. So it's you're gonna have to if whatever you try and do, if it's ruffling some feathers, then you're gonna have to fall in line. Whatever you doing, I don't care how much money you got. We've been here, so you ruffling feathers, and you're gonna have to get down to lay down.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Richest man or not.
Yeah, so you basically saying no matter how rich you are, no matter how powerful you are, it's like so you got to fall in line with something or somebody.
Yeah,
or something.
I'm saying basically money aspect. It don't matter. Now the power. That's what I'm saying. That's when the power comes into play. You can have money, but the folks that's in power with money, folks that's in, it's you got to get down and lay down. You got to.
That's
or
real.
they can basically get their folks, and you know it don't even have to be no sacrifices, nothing like that. It could just be, we're gonna tie your shit up in court, we're gonna hold your permits, whatever you try and accomplish, business wise or whatever. I know this Bama, you know what I'm saying, he in charge of the permits or whatever down at the city or whatever. You're not getting shit done out this joint. You're not getting shit done. That's how them niggas with power be playing on this joint.
Yeah, that's real. But look, all right. So this question right here, right? So let's say you take a deal, right? with Pepsi, right? Just look at it from this perspective.
Uh-huh.
Like I say, so what do we call selling our soul? I guess selling your soul is doing something, I guess, against your morals or something, or I guess,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
All right. So, do you think lying is immoral?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now you took a deal with Pepsi, right? So now here you are. I would say Randall, Corey, y'all know now this is what y'all doing, right? But y'all got the Pepsi deal. Y'all got to do a commercial. In the commercial, y'all playing basketball, hooping. You know what I'm saying? Going hard at both y'all niggas sweating like shit. And both y'all niggas pick up Pepsi.
Bigger than
You know what I'm
Pepsi.
saying? And start drinking that shit like
If y'all told me a water, dog.
Hell, nigga, are you a sellout? Does that make you a sellout? Because you a fucking liar.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Does that make you a sellout? You see what I'm saying from that perspective?
Yeah.
Does that make you a sellout? You see
I
what I'm
think
trying to
I
say?
think if I like overact, it will make it like performance art. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna take me for real. It's not like I'm trying to like sell. It's not like me like jumping on Twitter or in front of the news media and be like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all take this vaccine because it's good for y'all. This is me saying it from the Atlanta Hawks, some shit like that. But if I'm doing it in a commercial, you know it's like performative art. I think the two you can different
We're gonna have to get your man Kobe, dog, with them Sprite commercials.
I mean, everybody do it.
Back in the day, they was
Everybody
definitely
do it,
like,
yeah.
you know, I think I definitely, when I was probably, I'm pretty sure when I was young, I definitely took some soda to the basketball court.
Of course, yes.
I definitely did that shit. How old was I back
missed.
then?
Yes.
Yeah. Probably about middle school, sixth, about fifth grade, sixth grade. Definitely was doing that shit. Mm-hmm.
Don't get the McDonald's Sprite. That shit
We ain't
going.
know
That's a shot of gin.
Spicy.
But you could do that shit at that age. You just had like endless energy. You couldn't do that to your body at this age right now.
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
Nah. But when you was younger, you could do that shit.
I need some room temperature water. Please.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
How about
let's get some random
selling out dope? Give me some
random. I seen some articles where they like definitely have some FBI like documentation of Hitler being found in like Argentina, like for sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's even like there was like even like a History Channel jump, like a short documentary.
Yeah, I seen a couple of them joints.
It was like called like Finding Hitler or something like that.
Yeah.
I swear he's like the most
they were showing like
character in like
stuff
recent
where he
history.
lived.
He's the most interesting character. Even like when you like dig deep enough and he's like related to like the Rothschilds and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, many of these people probably are who they say they are. They probably have different names, and they, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they're whatever name that we know them by, that's not their real name. I think we even had this conversation. Didn't you say Osama bin Laden's that wasn't even like his real name or some shit like that?
Name's like fucking Bernard or some shit like
Bob's Burgers.
He said Bernard.
Mm-hmm.
Osama Bernard.
Bernard, and he wears a fedora. Shit.
But yeah.
But it's crazy. It's like, but it's funny. Like some of these celebrities really be like creative players and shit. Like, you know, they be training them up from like kids to be who they are and shit like that. And or even in certain country, like even look at those kids, those Korean kids. The what you call them? The
K-pop.
K-pop.
They'll let you know.
But that just lets you, but they say like those kids were literally like created in a lab. I don't mean that like literally, but like I'm talking about like an artist. Like these kids was like born. They said from the moment
that's like the whole Mickey Mouse Clubhouse shit.
Yeah, it's like the Mickey Mouse Club, but like probably like on steroids though. Like these kids are like, or you know, because I think I don't know 100%. Don't quote me on it, but I think like something with their government, like they take like a huge amount of money, or not huge, but they take like a large amount of
Nice tax.
yeah. So it's like when you work, you like working for the government and yourself. You're not just working. You know what I'm saying? It's like that type of
Maybe
shit.
that's why a lot of them are from Florida. Where they have that high ass. Don't Florida got high? No, Florida don't have no state tax. So I don't know.
Because them boy bands got to be expensive just to maintain. You know what I'm saying? Or even just imagine a female group. All of them have their hair
But the
done.
thing is, like, I think like over there, that's like the biggest act, and there's not many.
They are.
It's like a monopoly of artists. You know
But
what
they
I'm saying?
big over here too.
Exactly. So,
Mhm.
like, there's not like a variety of different type of acts. It's like they're the number one. Everybody listens to this shit. It's like the national.
Mhm. We're gonna play this on the hour every hour.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they probably got documentaries and
Yeah.
probably got daytime television show and shit like that. That shit's probably crazy.
Yeah. Probably, yeah. Cause they competing with that American media or whatever, the
That
American hip
allure.
hop, all that stuff. Yeah. They trying to get in there.
Hey, do y'all feel sometimes like we talk so much shit about like where we at, but would you want to live like anywhere else?
Never.
Man, I be saying that all
Well,
the time,
I
bro.
get it
Like,
though. I definitely agree.
with
Mhm.
terrible Wi-Fi and like
I be saying
Right.
that all the
no
time, yo.
DoorDash, like
Ugh.
Like, bro,
The
like let's be
poverty.
real. He said this. They said, listen to this man. Listen to this nigga.
Hmm.
But I be saying that all the time, man, bro. Like,
Right.
they make
I
the
don't
most of
even.
this shit or attempt to,
Yeah.
because nigga, it ain't like this out in other places.
and no
Yeah.
Cadillacs, like
But shit, that shit is that, but that's starting to come over under attack anyway. Right now, our freedoms is like it's like the gap. It's like they're closing in on us. So
Yeah.
that's what it feels like.
Yeah. I think
Do
so.
y'all feel like how certain, because like they saying potentially Kyrie can't play home games because of New York, right? Andrew Wiggins can't
Oh
play
yeah,
because
because everybody.
because
Yeah.
California, right? Because like these different states have different rules. So you think like
Right.
they will like trade these players to different states that got different rules where you can, maximize his potential, because you want to say a loss is a loss. Like you want to get equal value out that shit. Or do you think, to go even deeper in that, do you think like people as a whole, if these different states continue with these different rules, because Florida is much different from New York when it goes as far as like COVID. Tennessee, when I went down to Tennessee, you couldn't tell me what COVID was down there unless I turn on the news.
Right.
Everybody, no
Right.
mask, face to face, bar food, chicken wings, barbecue, all that shit. We was out there.
That shit makes me nervous.
Yeah, but nothing. I mean, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing went on. Do you
That's why
think?
they be yelling on the
Do
airplanes.
you think this is going to be a separation as far as the people in this country and where they live? Like, do you
Damn,
think
that's
people are going to
interesting. Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
interesting.
like a whole
And that,
new, like, you think like people was like fleeing to like
I
the
never
West
thought
Coast
about that.
movement back then? You know what I'm saying? Everybody was going out west back then from the South. Do you think it's going to be like a whole new like exodus of people with a whole different mind frame?
I don't think it would be that serious. I don't think it's that serious because I mean that
Yet.
was yeah, but that was more so of the Jim Crow and all that shit or whatever. Niggas coming from the South and going to the North and there's jobs or whatever. But
I mean, but
yeah, I don't.
people do
I
that
think
today,
people
though.
gonna conform. People gonna conform. People gonna conform. You know, especially in New York. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna. Well, it depends on what your job is, but there's I'm especially if you're somebody making really good coin, as they say, really good coin out there in New York. You're a stockbroker or whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? Your office is
Oh my God, do that shit in
headquarters in
person
New
no
York.
more.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And I'm hearing some folks is like they're moving to Florida to continue doing their stuff without having to get vaccinations and not having to wear their masks, whatever. But I think it depends on your profession, whether you're gonna decide to roll out or whatever. But at the end of the day, I think the majority of people are just conform because, like we were saying earlier on the show, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to keep my job, you know, I'm trying to keep my job at this point in time, you know, until I'm
Yeah.
ready to fire them, you know.
But like people
So
are already looking for reason to go down like South Atlanta is cheaper, you know, cost of living.
exactly,
Texas, cheaper
exactly,
cost of living, no state tax in Texas.
yeah,
Every time you hear Joe Rogan do a show, he's
yeah,
trying to get people to move to Texas, Austin, Texas, Austin, Texas. He
yeah,
always talk about this shit. No state tax, you know, it's
yeah,
artsy, it's free, people are nice. You don't have
mm-hmm,
that fucking, you know, New York like chip on your shoulder and shit like that. But
yeah.
like, so like, why wouldn't you
It's a
believe like
big move though.
with such big emphasis on you can't do XYZ here to like the highest degree, you're a professional basketball player that's not harming
Without
nobody.
a vaccination.
Yeah. So why wouldn't you think like people would move just off their such a strong belief like this?
Well, I would say because that is a big move. That's a big move. We
But
can look at
people are
our
already
boy.
looking for a reason. So this will kind of
Yeah,
push
yeah,
them over
but
the edge.
no, I'm saying look at our boy Matt. You know what I'm saying? Matt moved out to Florida or whatever. You know, that is a big move. It's not every day that you
Yeah.
see somebody just, you know, just pick up and go to, let alone another state, but a couple of states down, you know, maybe all the way across
Yeah.
the nation or wherever. You know what I'm saying? And then that's just a big move to make. It's a really big move to make. I mean, some people, look, people stay in the same job, the same shitty job that they hate for 30, 40, 50 years until they retire, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that is, I don't know. I don't see too many folks just packing up and you know, going to look for, first off, you have to find a new job before you move to, you know, wherever you're going to, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's gonna be too like no big exodus or whatever the fuck, unless it's a bunch of jobs down wherever they moving to, unless it's a bunch of jobs wherever they moving to and they got the skills or whatever for the profession, you know. I don't see it being a big exodus.
Mm. Well, maybe not a big one, but maybe, you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
sure. I'm sure some folks, which is definitely the big money folks or whatever, where it is jobs that you basically just working from home. You know what I'm saying? You can be a stockbroker at home or whatever. You know, and you got money, so you gonna have the best internet or whatever. You can move to shit. You can move to Puerto Rico if you want to, move to Hawaii or
Mm.
whatever. You know, so and they still got rules out there. So yeah, I guess you just got. I don't know how cool Florida is. I've been to Miami a couple of times, but you know, I guess it's everybody preference.
Mm. Yeah, it's just I don't know. It just seems like a big division,
Hmm. It is. It definitely is.
and it's
It definitely
it's
is.
and it's so political, bro. It's so political because, like I
It
said,
is.
I was in Tennessee, and then if you drive up to Kentucky, it's like night and day, and it's two different states.
Hmm. I believe it.
It's
I
political.
believe it.
Yeah, even from my point of view, like from what I've experienced, when you closer to the city, that's where people are more like
I could
strict.
imagine. Yeah.
But then when you go
Yeah.
out to like the more country areas, or when or like I said, the further away you move away from the city, the
Hmm.
less like a
That
mass
makes sense
area.
though,
But
Yeah,
it
yeah.
really don't,
because
because
they're
like
more spread
you would,
out. Because they're
but
more spread out.
you would
You're
think,
not on top of each other.
but you would think like country people don't really fall into the news, like you know what I mean. I mean, you would think country people would fall into the news because they're always you just have this like idea that they slow moving, they sit
Yeah.
down, you know what I'm saying? They got time to do everything. So they have time to pay attention to like the news. But you would think like
Hmm.
city people is just, hustling, bustling, you know what I mean, shaking and moving. And they ain't got time to pay attention to these like ideas. So like there's no really time to, I don't know,
Yeah.
be influenced. So it's kind of weird.
That's that. Yeah. No. The country folk definitely watching. I was born in South Carolina. They
Yeah,
definitely.
I
I
was down there,
understand it.
yeah, but it's two different.
They
I don't
they
know.
they tuning
Like
in
even
to the
put
10 o'clock news, but the city folks, they're catching that shit as they hustle and
yeah,
bustle. They watching their phones and shit, watching the little news shits pop up on their phones and shit. So I
yeah.
think everybody is staying informed.
But even like let's say when I went to Myrtle Beach, like you know, not Myrtle Beach, Ocean City, no mask out that joints. You know what I'm saying? Rehoboth, no mask out that
They
joint.
tripping.
You know what I'm
They
saying? Like,
tripping.
no, but I'm
At the
saying
beach
is,
outside.
yeah,
What?
like this.
Yeah, but why you said they tripping, Simo?
We're tripping.
If you outside,
No, they outside. They outside. But you outside. I can see if we
But nobody
outside
was
and we're
wearing them
all
joints.
folks are walking, literally just brushing past you or whatever. It's not. It's not like we, you know, I'm 30 or 40 feet. I know how it should be packed out.
Nigga,
You know what I'm saying?
people be at them goddamn games.
Exactly.
That is the biggest. There's no bigger fucking spreader of that shit than them games.
you know
But
what's
it's
Mm-hmm.
funny about
crazy.
that shit too?
It's crazy. It's crazy though how like places where you're spending money, you don't need it, but then it's like the places where you have to, you know, make money. You know, it's a different. It's a different
Okay,
situation.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on.
You know what's funny too though, because they were
I
showing
don't know.
Saquon all over TV. He's at all these Penn State, the games and the tailgating. He's playing beer pong and all type of shit before, during the game, after the game. I like, don't
He
this damn
tripping.
guy be on TV tomorrow, like playing
He
ball? Like, how is
tripping.
he there Saturday and then playing ball
He gonna be the
Sunday? Like,
first
that's
nigga to
not
catch
a
a
And you
real.
see a
president.
joint? You seen a joint with the Obamas? They was at like some party and shit,
Yeah,
and they had no
Yeah, I heard they
mask.
had a
all
party.
the
Yeah, yeah,
celebrities.
yeah. It's
All the
somebody's birthday.
celebrity.
Was it Obama's birthday? It might have been his
It was a
birthday or
birthday. You
something.
know his birthday. What's
Yeah,
his birthday?
yeah, yeah. That's right. Yeah, it's like August 4th or something. August 4th, I think. August 4th, if I'm not mistaken. That's right. That's my
Obama fan
president.
club. Even though he was groomed from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
From the
And that's the
beginning.
thing though. Like, so do you believe that like a lot of these politicians have literally been groomed and you know to be who they are to us? You know what I'm saying? It's like they that even he knew when he was 11 years old. One day he's going to be the the governor,
Well,
of whatever the fuck.
my
You
my
know,
answer to that is
senator of
it's
whatever.
not even. I don't even think it's a question if a lot of them are groomed. I think all of them are groomed. They all have to be groomed to a certain extent. Now the question is
From a
when do they
young age,
start the grooming?
that's what
Yeah.
I'm
He's
saying
groomed
though.
from a very
That's what
young
I mean.
age.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. Like, yeah,
Mm.
I get that. But I'm talking about like, are they from birth? Like, you know, there was a plan for them. You know what I'm saying already.
Yeah.
He's in the bloodlines.
You see what I'm
It's in
saying?
the
And
bloodline.
exactly, and that's
The
what I was
Bush
getting to.
bloodlines.
Yeah,
Yeah, um, it's
And
like
definitely.
you don't think
and when he got to
Bush.
Harvard,
You don't
he was
think Lil
groomed.
Bush. You don't think Lil Bush knew he was going to be the president one day.
Of course.
Hell yeah, his daddy was president,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
and they
you know he.
had,
And his
man,
name
they
was
did so much
George.
shit. Yeah,
Come on, man. That's George
they
Jr.
did as much shit as they did, as
You
much
know,
as shit as the Bush family has done. You know
that's
what I'm
Bronny
saying?
right there.
Right.
Yeah, if he wasn't gonna be president, he was definitely gonna be something. He was gonna be something. If he wasn't gonna be president of the United States, he was gonna be something bigger. Shit,
And he
something
had
bigger. I
bread
don't know
going
what
into
that
that.
is.
I be thinking
Yeah,
that's how it is for some of these guys though. Like some of them, like you
you ain't got
said,
no
Corey, like
choice.
they have a plan. Like you're going to be somebody in this game. Like if you don't, like they might have some people set for certain roles, and if they don't like, you know, they fail because you
Mm-hmm.
know they're still human. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they may not, you
Right.
know, fulfill their job, and then they was like, all right, well, here you're going to just going to be they be changing storylines,
Right.
kind of like in wrestling. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Oh
how you know
yeah.
how they'll change somebody's whole storyline, like they go from being a hero to a bad guy, or they started
Mm-hmm.
here and then it's like they had the plans for them and didn't work out, so now you're going to do this now over here and all that other shit. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah. If old boy
because
wasn't
you
president, he'd definitely been like in charge of the treasury, something.
because
He'd been an IMF something.
you don't think like everybody that like put it like this, you know how like the NBA may be like, all right, we're gonna push this person to be a star, but that person may not like end up being a star. So you know somebody else might take that role. But it's like it might be the same thing where in like even politics where like somebody might be groomed to be like the new hot young, you know, politician, and then it just don't work out for them, and then you know what I'm saying, and then they end up, you know, finding somebody. It's
Mm-hmm.
like you know, or the industry, like, oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna push you, you're gonna be the star of the label, and then it don't work out. Like, I feel like that should probably
Yeah.
be working in politics too. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah.
same.
Because if it don't work out, they still have a role for you to do something. You
Yeah.
got to do something. We're not gonna lose this money. You got to do something. We're not gonna lose this money and time wasted on you, dog. We're not gonna waste that. You gotta do something.
Because I ain't gonna
Gotta do
fake,
something.
Obama just was like too good. Like, and when he used to like say his speeches, I was like, these joints sound so like Martin Luther King-esque. You know what I'm saying? It's like almost sound like he
You
was
think
sitting
so?
there, like he not like he was studying them joints. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounded almost like this nigga sat down and like rehearsed. You know what I'm saying? Like studied him and how to give a speech. And I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing because I'm sure a lot of people they take inspiration from others. And
I
it's also there's a level of creativity within that too, because you gotta learn how to talk and move the crowd with your voice and all kinds of shit. So yeah,
I had seen something where they had said he actually was like using like tricks from like Hitler's speeches or whatever. You know what I'm
probably
saying?
I'm sure.
The whole probably
And
double speak shit is probably that.
yeah, that might be it. That might be
I
it.
mean that's
What
like
else?
the
I don't
whole
know.
that's like pretty much the whole
That goes,
game.
yeah, that's probably like passed down, formless
Mm-hmm.
traditions and shit like
Double
that.
speak is like an art form,
Yeah.
It's like it tells you two different things at the same time.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, most of these hashtags and you know what I'm saying. That
Yeah,
shit
that's what that is.
is forms of that shit.
Yep. It's
Even
like it's
fake news, all that shit. That shit that was speak.
Yeah. Fake news. Fake news.
All that
Mm.
shit.
Where this man Trump at, man? They need to get this man his Twitter back. I need to hear this man. He used to keep me entertained.
Don't you think like he's a big enough figure to like not need Twitter though?
Right. He said he was gonna make his own little Twitter jump.
So like, why haven't
His
like
own
we
Twitter
heard from him?
fingers.
That lets you know like Ben was a
Cause he ain't got
fraud.
he really ain't a billionaire. He
He a
really don't got that
fraud.
money.
Nah, I mean he a
He
fucking
capping.
Bush. I mean he a Bush.
He a Bush.
A Bush, Clinton, Rothschild, all that, all the above. He one of them.
yeah,
Probably.
yeah.
All of
Y'all
them.
seen the book? Y'all seen the book?
Well,
I wish we had somebody go more in depth on that joint that joint.
Even that, like he's I don't know, like he's part of like some type of secret society. What do you like,
Yeah.
Kabbalist?
he one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. That joint with the time traveler joint, whatever the hell. I want to hear more about that shit.
It's like it's almost like that shit is like Wu-Tang, and then they got like more groups within Wu-Tang, and then more, you know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like
like
that type of
Bone
shit.
had like the Mothas.
Yeah, exactly. That's how these niggas is, but
Going
they
with
all
that.
part of the same. They all still part of the same shit. They
Dipset,
Meth
just
and
have
Dipset
red.
West.
You had meth and red.
yeah, exactly. And then they do
Shit.
collabs with Redman and shit like that every now and then.
Death
Exactly.
Row East.
Shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's literally what these
Makes
niggas
sense.
be though, for real.
Shit, that's rock. That's the rock right there. State property,
State property, yeah.
Young Guns, all that.
Diplomats, London
Diplomats.
Diplomats
Yeah,
West.
that's the rock. That's the rock. That's the perfect
Them
example
niggas
right
had
there. The rock.
London niggas. What the fuck?
London.
Remember
Dipset.
that?
London.
SAS.
Yeah.
SAS.
It
Yep.
used to be hard to listen to them because them accents, man. But for real,
What you gonna do, bruv?
They can rap.
Bruv.
They can rap. It wasn't, it was an
Hello,
acquired taste.
governor.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Please be kindly to hand over your guns. Like it just sound crazy. Maybe had some good movies though.
They had manners. They were gangsters with manners.
Gangsters and Gentlemen. Yep.
Governor.
SAS.
And then
They
they
had
had
a
one
nice
bitch from
little track.
Miami. What was her name? Like Mimi or something like that.
You said who?
Yeah.
They had the one. Dipset had the one girl from Miami.
I forgot the name, but I remember hearing the joint.
Oh, let's
I
talk
don't
about some
remember.
rap. Let's
It
talk
didn't
about
last
some rap.
long.
What's out right now? I know the J. Cole that Heaven's EP jump. That's a tough little song.
I ain't even listened to that joint.
I ain't hear it.
It's a tough song. It's not like on streaming sites, but it's on YouTube. He's supposed to be dropping some with Wale tomorrow at 3 p.m.
I know. I saw that. But what is it, like a project or just a song?
It's probably a song.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just a song because I know Wale
You think it's gonna be towards the ladies? Probably.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Because now,
man.
I know I need but for real, because Wale and J. Cole
thirsting for them junks.
Wale and J. Cole, they do
Pineapple
good collabs
ball.
though. They do good
They
collabs.
do, yeah.
But every time they collab, they be rapping though. They've never done it like a joint for the females. So I was like a collab. So
Y'all seen your man's and changed edited Donda?
I'm sure.
The
I'm not
Donda?
surprised.
Yeah, he took Chris Brown off there joining some other
What
Bammers.
song was
Oh,
Chris Brown on?
they been with that shit's a long ass time ago.
No, recently. Recently. I just seen a
What
joint
song was
today.
Chris Brown on?
I don't know. I think they said he was
Something again or something. I forgot what it
they
is.
said he had like a small part on whatever joint he was on, like a real small part. You probably didn't even know it was
What was
him.
the reason?
Yeah, I didn't even hear that. I don't
Mm.
know. He doesn't. Does he have to give a reason?
I don't know.
This is his life's work. This is his life's work.
I don't know if it was some fight, whatever creative reason, or I don't know.
They said your man. Yeah, gonna be out this joint, edited in this joint in 2053. Still editing this joint.
He probably will
Pull
be.
up niggas off this joint. It's finally done. It's finally
I would
done.
not be surprised at all.
Just to fuck with niggas. That's crazy.
Mm.
What's up with this man Kendrick though?
I guess he's gonna be dropping something
Kendrick,
soon.
who?
I think he's gonna
Lamar?
be dropping something soon.
Well, he needs to. All right, because I was even thinking about that. Like,
We ain't heard from him in a while.
what's the
Kendrick
top
Lamar.
5 active rappers right now? Not of all time, active right now. That's rapping.
Top 5.
That's still putting out. That's still putting out music. Yeah, I mean, obviously. Just you can even say your top 5. I mean, they're not. I mean, just in your opinion, top 5. It ain't even like it ain't gotta be
quality
facts.
music.
Just your top 5 rappers right now.
Damn, I want to cover everybody. All right,
And
let
I
me
ain't
say,
saying no, and I'm not counting these singing rapper
yeah,
niggas.
I would say
Oh,
top
word. You're
top
not
5
counting Drake?
rappers, top 5 rappers right now. I would say,
But Drake be rapping.
I think
Yeah,
Freddie
man.
Gibbs had the best run in the past 3, 4, 5 years. Freddie Gibbs,
Mhm.
I would say J. Cole right there, but just because when he
Yeah,
comes out, it's
yeah, of
like
course.
it's big, it's huge.
Pause.
Come on.
Mm.
I would say, damn,
It's tough, man.
I know.
I don't even think I got 3.
because it's like a revolving door.
Yeah,
That is
I don't
true.
even think I got 3.
So you ain't putting Kendrick in your joint?
He don't put out enough.
You don't, and that's part of the reason why I asked the question. I'm like, would you even call Kendrick active at this point? It's like this nigga ain't put out music.
But
in
that's why, like,
5
he'll
years.
try to like.
Oh, he
sprinkle
did
a
just
little-
drop.
yeah.
He did just drop something.
He'll put like
just-
2. He'll put like 2 like features. And
did.
it was on Baby Keem's album, who turned out to be his cousin.
And he also did that joint on the Black Panther soundtrack.
That was like 5 years ago.
Then was that 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that wasn't that
Black
on
Panther
this.
was
No, didn't he have a joint on J Rock's album?
No,
Okay,
not this recent one.
true.
Yeah, so I don't think I put him in there.
I ain't mad at that. If you don't, I really don't have a problem with that.
I would say Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez, yeah.
Tory Lanez be rapping.
Regardless how you feel about him, he's been tearing shit up.
He be rapping.
Yeah, and just like as much as he put out, and then this whole NFT shit, we gotta talk about that shit. Probably next episode, like how he could change the game with that shit. Being completely solo artist, not needing a label, putting value on your work of art and selling it at a higher rate where it always appreciates, not stays at one point. But yeah, we gotta talk about that shit soon. It's gonna change the game with that shit. What's that?
So what you got so far?
Freddie, Cole,
Freddie, yeah.
Tory Lanez, Lil Baby, and who's just everywhere. It's just like undeniable. It's up for grabs. I can't feel that last spot.
All right, let me see. I'm gonna go with like you said, Freddie Gibbs definitely. I'm gonna go with Benny and Conway, both of them. For me, I'm gonna say J. Cole in my 5, and I would even consider Kendrick. That's probably would be my natural person to go to, but he's not that active. So then after him, like you said, it's up in the air, man. As far as like a 5th rapper who I'll be listening to on a regular, I probably don't even be listening to nobody else but them niggas right there. And I really don't even be listening to J. Cole like that, So that's really all I listen to is probably Griselda and fucking Freddie Gibbs. That's probably literally all I'll be listening to as far as for the most part.
I listen to everybody. It's just hard to listen to a lot of people's like full projects, and then that's how I measure how good of an artist you are. If I can listen to your project in full, then that's like quality shit. But if I
Shit, I probably say Isaiah Rashad then because I fucked with his last album. I
yeah,
probably throw Isaiah Rashad up there.
and the one previous to that, and the one previous to that.
All his albums, like
Yeah.
he puts out great bodies of work.
hmm But there's not too many artists you could say that. Period. Rap, music, R&B. It's not too many.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people will put Drake up there, but I'm not. I don't listen to Drake like that.
I can't listen to motherfucker at all.
And then you got the other people that's in that next group that a lot of people say like Big Sean and Wale and who else is in that group?
I don't even be checking for them.
Yeah, I don't listen to them. I've never, to be completely honest, I've never listened to a Big Sean like album ever. Like I've never.
I have.
I've never listened to none of his mixtapes. I've never listened to like a full body of work, nothing, not one time. And I'm not even saying that like out of respect. Out of disrespect. Like, I ain't trying to shit on him or nothing. He just never like, I never like just had the need to listen to his music. It's just, I don't know, for some reason, like, I don't know. He just didn't appeal to me. So I just never like, I don't know. But a lot of people like him though. And I respect him as an artist, you know what I'm saying? But that's about it.
Shit. Oh, it's tough.
Because if you think, all right, what about Currency?
It's just he never is gonna get the respect that he deserves. Cause he's like he don't step out that, you know what I mean?
He know his lane. He just stays right there.
Yeah, and that's 100%. Like that's if I were to do it, that's how I would do it.
Because he knows that he's basically just feeding his cult following.
Name never been in some bullshit. Like when has his name ever been in some bullshit?
Never. All he basically does is feed his cult following, which continues to feed him, which continues. So it's like he's good.
Yeah, most rappers have been in some bullshit. Like you would never want your name to be associated with.
And Currency is respected by everybody. Like this, like he's probably done a track with every fucking rapper you can think of. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think has he been on anything with Jay-Z? Jay-Z might be the only nigga he ain't never been on a track with. That's about it.
Right. Yeah.
So Currency is definitely, but I don't know if I put Currency in my top 5 right now though. Right now. I don't know.
You feel like the amount of work that he puts out kind of like oversaturates his. Can you put out too much material?
Yeah, kind of, but no, because it builds loyalty. You know what I'm saying? I think your fans be like, damn, like look at the hard work this nigga puts in for us. Like he's constantly giving us new music. It's like, so I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like you
would do a lot of them feel like throwaways.
With Currency, sometimes I wouldn't say. I put it like this. I wouldn't say they feel like throwaways, but I would say certain tracks. I would say that, like, but I feel like almost every body of work he got fire on everything. But I will say it's a couple.
But
tracks
you're not gonna come out
like,
with those Isaiah.
Couple tracks we sound redundant. Okay, yeah, not that. I don't think he's gonna give us that no more. I don't think he's giving us those no more.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like Currency had those type of albums earlier, you know, because I feel like his first, like them Bernie weekends at Bernie's and like, you know, his early joints. I feel like they in his early,
Fast times, yeah.
yeah, and not what's that other joint? Not Jet Life. What was the name of that main series? What was his main series called?
Pilot Talk.
Pilot Talk. Them joints, like those is you can, you know what I'm saying? That was a different energy during those times. Or This Ain't No Mixtape. That shit right there, like the one. If you listen to that, them
This ain't
joints,
no album.
yeah, like them shits was a different.
Monster Beats.
Yeah, with Monster Beats, that was a different
Yeah.
currency. That was a different nigga back then, you know. So yeah. What about you, Simo? What's your top 5 right now? I know you don't be listening. You say you don't be listening to none of these new niggas.
Busta Rhymes.
What's your He's an L Cool J, Heavy D, Heavy D,
Big Pun, Busta Rhymes. You muted, cuz?
You muted.
Or your headset died or something.
Nah, you out.
Yeah. Well, let me speak for him. He gonna say LL Cool J, Busta Rhymes, Will Smith, Jazzy Jeff, and
He said Will Smith.
Can you hear me?
Y'all now
Yeah, there you go.
go
There
ahead.
you go. There you go.
What's your top 5?
Nah, man. But cuz dog, I ain't listening to none of these new niggas, dog. But for real, I don't understand why you don't fuck with Drake. And
Runs
Weezy brought
House.
him out, dog. Weezy brought him out, dog.
What that mean?
Weezy brought him out.
Weezy brought out fucking Gutter Gutter. You think I'm rocking his shit now?
Still, but still, you was matter of fact, we was just talking about is it, can you have too much product out there? Can you have too much product? And that's the only person I can say that had way much product out there and the value didn't go down. No, I'm talking about Weezy.
Oh, Weezy,
When he was doing mixtape after mixtape after mixtape, and then he dropped an album and that shit was like fire. You know, and then he gave you another 20.
His album quality,
Yeah, I don't know about
that joint started to go down.
After the third one.
Tremendously.
After the third one.
Yeah.
I went.
But his albums before the Carter joints, like his The Block Is Hot and all them other shits, them joints he dropped. I think he had one called 400 Degrees.
400 Degrees, yeah.
Them shits was fire though. Like everything, all his albums, even when he was younger, them shits was fire. And he was spitting like just as like a little young nigga, like he was rapping. You know.
The thing with I don't think it was that he got whack or whatever, because I mean we clearly just heard him on a new Drake joint, and you know the Drake Rick Ross joint on the Drake joint, he still got it. But I think what happened was he was going more, he was leaning more towards a commercial.
He's not putting out an album. He's good for all these like veteran rappers are good for a verse, but can they put out that hunger to, you know, execute a quality album? No.
All right, put it like this. I got a question.
It ain't about the art no more.
I got.
What's his shit got commercial?
That's real.
Afterwards.
That's true though. That is true. What you say, Corey?
I was saying Weezy after the third joint, after the third Carter. Well, not even after, but the third Carter joint, you could see he was leaning commercial. Yeah. He was leaning way commercial. So it was
that's when it changed.
Yeah, he was getting money though. So you know.
We can use that example for so many. Like we was even talking about Wiz Khalifa the other day. The same shit happened to Wiz. Like Wiz shit back when he first came out was just fire. And then
after
like
Paper Planes.
Then as soon as his shit like started to go like kind of pop, and then it's like it just changed a little bit, you know. But I was about to make a point. I forgot though. It was something about what you were saying before that though, Corey. I forgot.
Lil Wayne and the art. It's not about the
putting
art.
out too much product.
At a certain point, it's not about the art. It's just about. And I think that's what the whole Wiz shit. Like when he realized it's so easy to make a big record, it's like why try? You know what I'm saying? It's like why try to duplicate the art that got you there?
Because you know what it is. I think when
Right.
they be young, it's like, oh, I want to be the best rapper that ever existed. Because
Yeah,
you
so much
thinking
to
like
prove.
you
And his
looking
shit
up.
was called Show and Prove.
Yeah. But the nigga was rapping like he had
Yeah.
something to prove. Like Wiz was nice when he was young, man. But I think
He
what
was like
happens is,
16. That whole
I'm telling you, man,
Show
he
and
was
Prove shit. Yeah.
he knew how to write a song. You could tell like he had the whole songs. Like it's funny, his early shit like sounded like that nigga from around the way that like had the little recording shit in his room, and he just knew how to like make. He made the most of, you know what I'm saying? Like he knew how to write music, and he knew how to
He got the
record
right
and
dude
join
in
on.
there.
He know how to use the Acid Pro perfectly. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Like he was like that type of nigga.
That's my system,
But,
Acid Pro.
yeah, that was like the first joint. I used to make beats with that shit
That's
too.
my shit.
But what was I about to say? Damn. Oh yeah, so what happens? But niggas be like thinking like, damn, Jay-Z, you know, all these other rappers, like they were like, you know, the best to ever do it. So I gotta be as good as Jay. I gotta, you know, and then they get up there, then it's like, oh shit, like, oh, so you mean to tell me all I had to do was just write some catchy shit, and I would have been rich?
Yeah.
You know, that's like probably what it is. So you know,
that makes sense. That makes sense though, because Wayne was
and
giving
50
bars.
did that shit
He was
too.
giving
Same thing with
bars.
50. Same thing with 50 Cent.
I
Same exact
don't know
shit.
about 50. I don't know
Nah,
about 50.
50
I don't know about
could
50.
rap, you know. 50 could rap.
Yeah, it didn't. For me, I don't feel like he had the longevity. I don't think he had the. I mean, you know, they had their mixtapes every, what was it, G Unit Radio every week or some shit like that, or some shit or whatever. And they had the beef with Jada Kiss and Locks.
Yeah.
They was doing the diss mixtapes and shit or whatever the fuck. But like 50 really only had really one good album, Get Rich or Die Trying. Then the second joint, I think he had Fat Joe on the joint. I forgot the name of the joint. The
But
second joint,
you can't forget Guess Who's
it was
Back.
Reaching, huh?
You can't forget Guess Who's Back.
You're right. I can't forget Guess Who's Back but Guess Who's Back had a lot of the I had a
Power
lot
of
of his
Dollar.
mixtape shit on that joint and shit that I had heard or whatever. I didn't even really take Guess Who's Back as an album. I really took it as like a mixtape or
Yeah,
whatever.
I mean,
But
to me it was a mixtape.
Yeah.
yeah,
But I think they
he
sold it
re-released
though.
some of
But
them
I
joints.
think they sold that joint as an album later. Like I think that was like one of his most. I think that was one of his like biggest mixtapes. Because I remember during that era, that's when like the mixtape shit like really started to gain like a lot of popularity. And I think like people was trying to figure out like how they could make money off them joints. I think around that time 50 was getting hot and shit. But
There's some classes on there though.
Niggas was going down to Georgia Ave getting the mixtapes.
Yeah. I used to go to this joint at Lake Forest Mall and shit. They used to have
everything.
Yeah, they too.
You know, I'm talking about the little they had the
CDs.
t-shirts, t-shirts and the hats and shit. Yep.
That was a long bus ride.
Yeah, they used to sell the go-go little CDs in that joint too. I remember my cousin used to
That was one opening Wheaton.
Yeah, but what was I about to say? Damn, I forgot.
50.
Oh, 50, yeah.
50.
So
I didn't think he had the longevity.
Power the Dollar. There you go. Power the Dollar. That's what I was about to say. His first album that like I think he was like signed to some shit, and then like right before and it was about to drop, then he got shot, and then the label dropped him in his album. Because you know,
so that was the name of his first album, Power the Dollar.
Listen to that shit. That nigga
I never
was
heard
rapping.
that joint. Okay.
50 was rapping. You know what I'm saying?
I thought Guess Who's Back was his first joint. Okay. All right.
Remember that song they would say called How to Rob? He had that song called How to Rob. That was on
both
Power
of
the
them.
Dollar.
Yeah,
it was on Power the Dollar though. That was the joint that was like I said was supposed to come out when he got shot, and then they just threw that shit. They just shelved that joint. But when you listen, like that to me, like that was I used to listen to that shit all the time back in the day. That was a real good album.
You know? I'm gonna listen to that joint.
I think he had Trackmasters beats. I think you can tell like that he was going to get put out. They like I said, Trackmasters at that time that was like, you know, top tier.
Yeah, that was
hip hop.
Yeah,
like production at that time period. So
top one, top two tier. Yeah,
you can even listen to that album and tell like for that era that was like that was like high quality, expensive beats right there.
So they was investing in. So they was ready.
Yeah, they was ready, but
They was
then
ready.
they said, "Nah, nigga, you can't come out with how to rob and then you get shot." It's like that, we
You
can't
just
put that
popped
out.
up, dog.
You know.
They got your ass. Yeah. Yeah. No, that they get Richard die trying though. That was it. That was it, dog. That was a joint.
That was a
That
classic
was
though.
a joint. That
That
was a
was a
joint.
that's one joint you can play all the way through from back in
Yeah,
the day.
yeah. I was about to say, yep. You can play that joint all the way through. You can play that joint all the way through. All the way through.
Man, I thought
Now
that
when he
new
go on to
Isaiah
his next
Rashad you can play all the way
CDs,
through. You said
who?
what though? No, that new
I was
Isaiah
gonna
Rashad album, I think you can play all the way through.
Isaiah Rashad. I'm gonna
Yeah.
check that joint out. Now I was saying after that Get Rich or Die Trying, then the next albums I gotta hit the skip button. A couple of joints.
Yeah,
I
none of them
listened. What
they
was what was
wasn't
the
memorable.
joint? My piggy bank or some shit on the next joint. Piggy
Clickety
bank,
clink.
some shit.
Yeah.
Clickety clank,
Oh yeah.
clickety clank. I might listen
Oh,
to that
remember when
joint, but
little
then I
Scrappy signed
it's skip.
with G Unit? Remember that
Junior
shit?
South.
Yeah, he signed with
Boy,
G.
That's the shit we was talking
Little
about.
Scrappy, he had that song "Money in the Bank." I remember when that
I
shit
got
came out.
money in the
yeah,
bank.
Niggas had that
Know
shit
what you
on their
think?
ringtone.
yeah,
Yep.
Hey
yeah.
yo, we was in
On that
college during the
Nextel
ringtone era
ringtone.
though. Ain't that crazy? We was in college during the ringtone
Yeah,
era, yo.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
and they're making ringtones, and they're making ringtones.
Niggas
Money
making
in
a
the
ringtone.
bank. What you think?
What you think? Something with the think. I don't know. I forgot how the joint go, dog.
Kids.
It was definitely in there joint.
I'm just looking
Yeah,
back at that shit. It was
kids.
like kids. I was just looking.
My next to a joint was the what's it called it? The 3-6 joint. Juice got weed, the little chirp joint. Juice got weed, Juice got pills, something like that.
Oh, that's wild
I
as
think
shit.
I had definitely had money in the bank on my joint. Definitely had that shit. And I think I had what was the other one I had? Oh,
I think I had Birdman Jr.
I had I'm
BMR.
definitely had Stay Fly. Definitely had that shit on my
Oh,
joint.
Yeah, that was on there at one point in
Yeah,
you know
time
what's
Stay
too. Yeah,
wild?
Fly.
that was on there.
I
Those
definitely had Stay
ringtones
Fly.
were so loud,
They was loud as
and
shit.
you used to let it
Yes.
play.
Yes.
That's so like
It
obnoxious and
interrupt
fucking.
I know
interrupt everybody's day who's around. Interrupt everybody's
Yeah.
day. I don't care if we in class, whatever. Interrupt
Gosh.
everybody's day.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Niggas and then niggas
Yes.
used to have wear the next tail on their hip and then like tuck their shirt behind the next tail and shit. Hey that
Go
shit took
ahead,
me
dog.
back,
Go
yeah.
ahead, dog.
You know what I'm talking about. And then the niggas used to stunt with their joints and
Like
shit.
a
When
Glock.
yeah, like for
Yeah,
real though, niggas was walking around like that with the tall tee on and shit. Looking
right.
crazy.
I
Bruh. That was
forgot. I forgot the numbers of them joints. You had to at the least, you had to have the
It was like
silver
one.
joint,
It was
and
like an
then you had
IP
to have
address.
the black and white joint.
Yeah. Oh, was it TI
I feel like it was 1080 or
83?
something,
Yeah.
180 or
I
something. Yeah, yeah,
855, some shit like that.
yeah. That
I
was
don't remember
that
the
was the
numbers.
Taj
But remember
Mahal of next tales right
the
I
there.
chirp
remember that. I
number.
remember that blue joint and the gold joint. I just
Yeah.
remember those two.
And the black and
Mm-hmm.
silver jump. Remember the chirp was different from the phone number.
Yeah, I
Yeah, that
know.
was like
Yeah.
that was like a walkie-talkie jump. That was
Yeah.
a walkie-talkie jump.
Everybody
I
had
know.
that shit.
That's what that shit was so tough, dog. That walkie-talkie shit
Hey,
was
I ain't
tough.
gonna. I did used to like that shit though. It
Yeah.
was kind of tough though.
That shit was tough.
It was. That shit was
That shit
kind
was
of tough.
tough.
That shit was
It
lit.
was. It was.
Let iPhone bring back the walkie-talkie joint.
And
That
then
shit be
like if
tough,
a
dog.
nigga ran out his minutes, but he could still chirp niggas
Chirp,
though.
yeah.
He
Just
was
hit me on the
good.
chirp. Yep.
Good, straight.
Boy. Yeah, that joint, that walkie-talkie joint was tough,
That
dog.
shit was
That was
tough.
shit was tough. Mm.
Hit me on the
Do they
chirp.
do they still got the Nextel? Do they still do have that shit? They got that still have that shit.
No. Like
I ain't been in the Sprint
Sprint
store in a minute.
Sprint absorbed Nextel. I think like even Verizon is absorbing AT&T, even though AT&T service is better. T-Mobile is still trash. What they got? The Metro PCS shit. Boost
So
Mobile.
these niggas don't know how dope the chirp was though.
I know that was a special time.
Mm-mm. I don't know these niggas out here though. They might fuck niggas up on that joint though with the chirp and shit. Chirp you at work and shit. Hey nigga, where the fuck you at? You know, you in
Oh
there
yeah, and
with your
that one
boss
too.
and shit. You in
Somebody
there with your boss and shit.
somebody say some wild shit like
Uh,
all
Yeah,
unexpected.
nah. That
nigga,
was the only
I
thing with
got
that
crack for
joint.
the night. See you
Heroin,
at
baby,
444.
heroin. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the only thing with the church. That was the only thing with the church. Niggas say whatever the fuck.
Whatever, yeah.
Damn. Ah, yes. Those are good days. Those are good days.
No, that shit
That's what the
taking
shit's
back like
for,
shit.
though. That's for college. Yeah, that's for college kids, man, and high school kids. The church. They need to bring that shit back. I don't need this shit. They need to bring that shit back. That shit was dope.
They probably can't make much money off of just the chirp and shit because smartphones you can probably do a
Right.
lot more with.
You probably have an app to do the chirp. They need to bring an app then. They need to
I
do an
know
app to have the chirp.
that
All
should be
right.
fire though. It really would.
They might got one. Let me look. They might got one, and we don't know about it. Shit.
Look at all these fucking other jumps, Clubhouse and all that shit. But yeah, uh, let's close this out. Let's
Closing out. I thought
yeah.
we was building. I thought we was building.
Yeah,
I
but I
thought we
like
was
to keep it short.
building.
Ooh,
I
and it
was
was just
building,
one
brother.
11-11.
Yeah, I
My
saw
brother.
that.
Yeah, but yeah, let's close it out. Catch us on the next time of Overtime with the Flight Room. Hit us with a chirp. Hit us with a chirp of another conspiracy that you might be thinking of that we need to touch on. Yeah,
Juice
whether
got
it
weed.
be whether it be, struggle rappers or
If,
how
if
Hitler is in his lineage is in Argentina right now. Anything. Hit us
is
with
the
some good
moon
shit.
made of cheese though? That's the question.
Even so, what type of cheese? Because yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but
Sargento.
I do need y'all to look at that movie I was talking about with Johnny Depp and the whole Biggie situation because I think it definitely ties into what happened to Nipsey Hussle, the whole gang politics, and
City of
how
Lies.
City of
I'm
Lies,
trying to. Where was
Johnny
you
Depp,
watching the joint at? Cause my app
bro.
has every fucking movie, but it don't got that joint.
I told
And
you
when the fuck did it
I
come
got
out?
the app. I got the app. I got the app that you need.
Yeah,
Just sign
yeah,
on.
dog.
You can delete everything. Yeah. But
Send me
yeah,
the
this is
app,
us
dog. I
over
gotta
here
see this
at
joint.
the Flight Room TV Overtime. We talk about a lot of shit. Uh Fifth Quarter Podcast, talk about sports, how to make a bag, and the Flight Room
Hold up,
Podcast.
hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up,
Everything
hold
under the
up, hold up,
sun.
hold up. Hold up,
Mhm.
hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Before you cut out, because I don't, I'm not able to make fifth quarter every day. Uh,
Lord.
I seen you had the question in there. Is Big Ben done? I just wanted to know what y'all answers were, real quick
Of
before y'all
course.
cut out.
I said that
I had
nigga's.
to know.
I said that nigga's
It's
done.
washed.
It's over.
It's washed.
It's finished.
Ah, ah,
Washed,
mm,
rinsed, perm pressed.
mm, 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 mm. I see y'all niggas at the end of the season, nigga.
Mason Rudolph,
Ah,
motherfucker.
Hey,
Carry the
ah,
torch.
hey, we might. Hey, Cam Newton might be a possibility now, man.
Yeah, right.
All right, I'm trying to tell
nah,
you.
nah.
He
If we make a big quarterback move before, not before, but after the season, if anything, we make a big quarterback move, we're getting fucking Aaron Rodgers because his contract is up. His contract is up, and he is unhappy over that joint.
Where's Aaron
Unhappy.
Rodgers from? California.
yeah.
Hmm.
He ain't taking none of
You see the
those.
hair? You seen the hair?
Whose spot he taking it? Who's a California quarterback or who's somebody on the West Coast who don't? Broncos.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Teddy Bridgewater order might be on the move after the season.
Hmm.
I can see him going to the Broncos.
Nah.
He got some receivers. He got some talent over there, man. If he
And they
was to go
gotta
there,
fucking lose weight, get in shape.
I see them
you
drafting.
said
I don't
Aaron
see them
Rodgers,
getting.
Oh, not. I mean, of course, but I'm talking about
Big Ben.
Big Ben. Yeah, this is it.
Big,
This is it. This is the
this
last time
is
you're gonna
it.
see him.
Yeah, I think he's going.
Oh yeah, I told y'all last year. This is his. This is it. This is his last hoorah. This is it. I
Y'all gonna
said
have
this is
Teddy
it.
B.
No, we ain't got no goddamn Teddy B, nigga.
Teddy B
Fuck
might be
no.
out. We might end up with Teddy
All right,
B
let's get
next
out of
year.
here. Let's get out of
All
here.
right, then.
You're not
Yeah,
coming
I'll
over
holler
here,
at
dog.
y'all.
Yeah. Sorry, we gotta drown y'all with this shit.
But tell him.
I holla.
All right.